All right. Hello, everybody. And welcome to what should hopefully be another exciting race of the Hollow Knight All-Skills 2021 tournament.
Yeah.
This is the patch 1221 bracket, and this race will be between Sylvie and ins0mnia. After a bit of a delay, we will try and get off to a nice quick start here. TK, if you want to count the runners down.
Oh yeah. Oh, I get to do. All right. Yeah.
We will count the runners down, and they will be off shortly.
Oh, turn one of their game audios on, because honestly, I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks. All right. And we're just ready to start the countdown. All right. All right, and they are off. Except stream delay does exist, so they'll be off in a second.
Both runners giving us some last minute music.
Of course. That's that's the RNG manipulation part of the run. This is where they ensure they get the best RNG. They're not going to get hidden base in it all. Hornet 2 will die in one hit. That's all it takes.
That is a heavy commentator's curse right there.
What do you mean? No, everyone's going to do perfect. Don't worry about it.
I'm ready for the 22 spitballer.
No, what I'm ready for is the first try spike tunnel and first try ISMA skips from everyone. I'm calling it here, folks. All right, looks like both runners off to a fairly standard King's Pass out here.
Yep, both runners do get the good Vengefly RNG, so that's something.
They do. That's what you love to see. Even getting bad RNG, it only wastes like maybe 0.3 of a second. But I mean, hey, everything matters in a speedrun, right?
Exactly. And the runners are looking fairly synced up coming through King's Pass until Sylvie accidentally reads all our tablets.
You can't really experience the game without reading all the lore, right?
Yeah. I guess Sylvie's probably on console and uses joystick because
probably.
it's a little bit of an up movement and sit on benches and read those tablets.
Yeah, I know I've done that way too many times. You try and do funny up slash and then you get punished for it. Oh, PBs are the runners, right? Yeah. I actually have those pulled up somewhere because I'm intelligent.
TK pulls up those PBs. The runners are on their way to the Gruz drop. They can, based on RNG, hit 1, 2, or 0 Gruzzes.
Yeah. All right. PBs we're looking at Sylvie. They're sitting at 1 hour 26 seconds, at least in their submitted one, and ins0m is sitting at 53 minutes and 50 seconds. So they're a little bit off. However, I still think this is going to be a very fun and exciting race to watch because anything can happen in this game.
Yeah, and we have the added factor that ins0mnia has been up for all of 10 minutes.
Yeah, ins0m's got like the real life nerfs coming in,
But with that said, there's the whole idea of being able to do the run in your sleep, and an ins0mnia and ins0mnia, a runner as practices ins0mnia probably can.
Mm-hmm. remember he got a wicked fast 4 mask shards time in like 5 attempts just because of how experienced he is at this game. So I don't think it'll be too. It's definitely not going to be too much of a setback for him.
Ooh, we do see a missed statue pogo from ins0mnia. We'll blame that on the.
We do. That is
slice.
not what you want to see.
Sylvie misses statue pogo as well.
All right. You know, at least they're going even. You know. Ooh, gets
Yeah,
hit.
exactly.
That's not... All right, they're doing fine. Alright, as we're seeing them walk up towards False Knight, we're going to hope that they both get the good RNG, but knowing this game, chances are they will not. And will probably lose time for an arbitrary reason that is not their fault.
Yeah, and both runners here will make pretty quick work of False Knight, despite being a big boss. You can actually kill it before it can even hit you once if you just start spamming nail.
Yeah, I mean, it is the starter boss after all. Alright, we're seeing both them through pretty quick, and then I guess we'll take a note of where they're at after they get through, once they grab Spirit.
You know, it's looking like going into Spirit, ins0mnia is around 10 seconds ahead. So not an insurmountable gap by any means.
Yeah, and so I'm entering that door at, 327? Sylvie at like 338, so yeah, 10, 11 seconds. Yeah, looking to be a mostly even race right now. Just a little bit of time loss on Sylvie's side.
So as the runners make it through the ancestral mound here, they will be approaching the infamous Balder spits. The Balder has a 50% chance to spit a mini Balder, which they will need to kill it, or just a normal spit attack. Each spit loses about 1.5 seconds.
Second spit from ins0m, though, I'd call that pretty good. And I feel like if you ask anybody in the speedrunning community, it does not feel like 50%.
When Sylvie gets a first spit, that should bring them up about a second, even the race out a little bit. Sylvie takes a safety bench on the way out of mound, just to make sure they're topped off on health for Green Path. Dying in Green Path is notably awful.
Yeah. Green Path is deceptively hard, and in all skills, you know, sometimes you might struggle with those Moss Knights, so especially if they give you bad patterns. So, you know, safety bench is never a bad idea, especially in a race.
Yeah, we've seen a good few runners of even some fairly high skill level die in Green Path in this tournament. And
do you mean all skill level? Because it's all skills?
Go on.
So looking at this race, we're seeing... right now we're going to see them. Ideally, they're going to try and get a lot of soul so that they can do the fireball. Ooh, it looks like Sylvie misses that fireball skip, which is going to cost them some more time, which is very unfortunate for them, seeing as they're already behind.
Yeah, missing that fireball skip will lose them about 4 seconds to ins0mnia. So it's not a huge deal, but when you're already behind, it's not a good thing to miss.
ins0m gets a lot of the soul from those birds, though, looking up towards fireball skip. Ooh, not... Alright, recovers it with 2 fireballs. A bit iffy on that first part, but brings it back. And we're seeing Sylvie come up towards... they have full soul as well. They might go for 3 fireballs. Oh, that's not good.
Luckily, since they had full soul, they'll be able to
Yeah.
just go and give it a nice quick second attempt.
Yeah, good job on the backup Sylvie. Also, I just realized I wasn't even looking at ins0m, but it looks like he did do the fireball skip, which is, in my opinion, the hardest one there. But people will call me bad. But yeah, good job on him for doing that. Ooh, all right, bit of a test. Yeah, the heal makes sense there, and I guess now he's forced to go for the double, right?
Yeah, looks like it. ins0mnia is notably low on health. We talked
Oh,
about how disastrous dying on green path is, so hopefully ins0mnia can pull it through or take some safety heals.
yeah, looks like we had a bad situation from both runners there. ins0m doesn't get the double, and Sylvie misses that fireball skip, and wasn't even. They didn't get the right patterns to be able to make it up with man pogo, which is a trick where you pogo up a husk to get up to the doorway, or I guess the entrance to the next room earlier. So really unfortunate for them. That's a big time loss. Maybe a little bit more than not getting the double, but still, at least both runners are taking time loss.
Yeah. We'll see if Sylvie gets the double here. Just opts to go for 3 fireballs. Not quite getting that jump back from the Moss Knight.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, if you have full soul, you might as well use it at some point.
Yeah. ins0mnia makes pretty quick work of the Moss Knights and the Geo Rocks before Hornet, and that'll get us some early Geo that we're going to need to get Shaman Stone and then Dash Slash in the early portions of this run.
All right, ins0m up at Hornet now. Looking to be a pretty good fight so far. Ooh, doesn't have enough soul to punish that. All right, gets her in the stagger.
It's a nice double.
Yeah, good double from ins0mnia. Looks like Sylvie cleaned up Moss Knights. Ooh, finishes it off. That was a quick fight from ins0mnia.
Yeah, it was a really good Hornet fight, especially on low health. ins0mnia not playing any less aggressive.
Yeah, and we're seeing the timers are synced up really well. And all right, yeah, but we see him get Mothwing Cloak at like about 820. I guess we'll see how Sylvie lands.
Yes. Sylvie running into a little more trouble with Hornet, decides not to heal on that stagger, which is very scary.
Yeah, risky play, but I mean, the faster Hornet dies, the less chance you have to. Looks like it plays off, yeah.
That was close though. If Hornet didn't die on that nail swing, so
Oh yeah, it was. Big Monka-S moment.
Meanwhile, ins0mnia will be making his way through the fungal waste on his way to Manus Claw. See some nice inventory drops and just general movement above the acid pools in here from him, hopefully. Takes unfortunate damage before that first inventory drop.
Looks like they're about 42 seconds behind now. That was not a very kind green path for Sylvie. Alright, it's a ways away, but we're moving up to a part of the run called E-Pogo. We're just gonna go get some rocks for Geo. Then we'll see E-Pogo. I guess we'll see what... Alright, looks like... Alright, not opting for... I wonder what ins0m's gonna do.
Looks like ins0mnia will go for the standard E-Pogo, but goes for it a little too early and misses.
Yeah, unfortunately misses it. Oh, gets it second try though, so good job on them. Yeah, now we're moving into Mantis Village with ins0mnia. We'll see how they deal with Mantis Pogo. Gets double dash, mostly like very clean. They just had to pogo the second Mantis twice, but good job on ins0mnia. That was like a really good fungal split.
Yeah, except for the missed E-Pogo and the
Yeah.
damage at the start, it was just about perfect.
Yeah, now we're seeing Sylvie come up toward E-Pogo. Looks like they're opting for the same one. Gets it first try, so they're going to gain some time back, which is very good for them.
Yeah, Sylvie looks to have had a fairly clean fungal so far.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we'll get a good Mantis Pogo here. Oh, just misses the double dash. But recovers.
Yeah, good recovery there from Sylvie.
Sylvie being extra scary for us this race and finishing both of the last two splits at one mask. So the runners will now be making their way towards Solubra, where they will get the Shaman Stone, as well as perform a Shade Skip to get early right side access to the city. That Shade Skip is a staple in most Hollow Knight runs. There's a few different variations of it. Thankfully, in all skills, we get to do an easier one using Dash and Claw.
Yeah. So. All right, let's see this Gru's Mother fight. Always the most exciting part of the run. Because this fight is just so long and difficult, you know? It's complex, you get to see the adaptation in real time. Yeah, I guess I must have blinked or something. I didn't see ins0mnia fight Gru's Mother. Really unfortunate. That's my favorite part of the run. Oh yeah, I guess ins0mnia's banned now. Alright. This is up a little bit on that cleanup, costing just a couple of seconds, and then doesn't opt for walk-link storage. I think they were just too far left to make it there in time. But overall, mostly pretty clean. They didn't choke the quick kill at all.
Yeah, and ins0mnia also does this right and buys the Shaman Stone before benching, calling everyone out right now. It's the only way to do it. Some people do it the other way around, which is why we had to move the split to Blue Lake.
Oh my god, guys, what's ins0mnia doing? Oh my god. Oh, I guess that's really unfortunate for ins0mnia.
Tragic death.
Yeah, we might see a DC. That's not something you can come back from, you know? Oh my, what is this is a dumb bit. ins0mnia lands the Shade Skip, does it cleanly. Now we're seeing them move on to Blue Lake. And we're also seeing Sylvie head into Salubra's hut.
ins0mnia with a nice clean Blue Lake. Some very difficult inputs right there. Moving right and dashing is always a struggle in Hollow Knight.
Honestly, I can't tell if you're joking, but unironically, it's deceptively hard to do fast.
Yeah, honestly, it was kind of both.
Yeah. Oh, Sylvie died. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, no.
Right. How will we recover? Alright, let's see how they do on the Shade Skip. Slip up a little bit, but I mean, that doesn't really cost time. Alright. And gets it cleanly. So, good job from both runners there. Was Sami thinking of any percent there, the way he went up for, looked like he was going to go for the journal.
It looks like it. That's the tired autopilot coming in right there. Yeah. Sylvie also does a great job crossing the Blue Lake there. Again, deceptively difficult to actually get those jump and dash inputs timed out right, especially on controller.
Yeah. Looks like they're about 56 seconds behind. You know, shoutouts.
Shoutouts to 56, of course.
Mm-hmm. Is it really a Hollow Knight run if you don't shout out 56? We'll see Sylvie not offer a walk-link storage there. And we'll see ins0mnia going up against... Ooh, that's a bit unfortunate on the Gorgeous Husk. But covers nicely, doing good.
Sylvie, interestingly enough, killing the flying sentry there, as well as an extra hot normal sentry. I assume just to make their geo route safer.
Yeah, I guess they're just trying to give themselves just a little bit of a cushion. Which, I mean, you know, nothing wrong with that, especially in a race setting.
Yeah, of course. So after killing Gorgeous Husk, ins0mnia will be taking a bit of a detour away from our real objectives to go pick up Dash Slash from Oro all the way on the edge of Kingdom's Edge. And that will allow us to skip some parts in Soul Sanctum as well as the elegant key for Shade Soul. So it's worth the detour.
Yeah, this ends up being probably the biggest influence on the run because you'll see in current patch runs, you know, they can't use the dash slash at all, and that causes the route to just be so much different. So getting dash slash for this lever skip, I'm doing a great job talking. Getting dash slash for the lever skips is very important because it lets us go fast, which is basically what you said. Interesting.
ins0mnia does a great job at getting the last of his Geo on his way to Dash Slash and makes his way past the Great Hoppers and over to Oro with more than enough to spare. Sylvie, having opted to get that extra Geo, should not have any trouble as well. So from Dash Slash, ins0mnia will quit out here and begin to make his way into the Watcher's Spire and Soul Sanctum.
Yeah, this is we'll see us move toward our Shade Soul. Yeah, the big fireball and the funny dive. That's I'm so sorry, Spicy.
Good. Notably, there is two options to take for the runners here. They can either go the top route from Kane Station or the bottom route. The bottom route that we are seeing ins0mnia take tends to get a little bit less soul, but does save about a second compared to the top route. And that was, I believe, just recently timed out. So a lot of runners have adapted to using that.
I'm not sure what that nail art was for from ins0mnia. He was planning something too smart that we just couldn't comprehend.
Just above our understanding.
Yeah. You were saying probably the staple lever skip. If you've run any first night, this is I think the only lever skip. And that lets us get up to the top part of Watcher's Spire without having to fight the Great Sentry and then go all the way around. So it's a pretty big time save.
Yeah, so ins0mnia will have to fight a Soul Twister here on his way into Soul Sanctum. Notably, that can be done with either one or two fireballs if you want to hope for a double hit. ins0mnia does manage to get the double hit, which will give him a little bit of extra soul going into the Soul Warrior fight coming up.
Ooh, looks like Sylvie misses. Oh, they miss it twice on the Pogo, the Spire Pogo, which is really unfortunate for them. But the good thing is you can just walk back into that room to refresh the background objects. Looks like ins0mnia's also having a little trouble getting up there to do the lever skip, but figures it out, so doing good.
Yeah, Sylvie will take a hit of damage on the lever skip here, and that is fairly common for runners to end up taking one from those Husk Sentries because they are a pain and their movement is kind of random. So they're probably used to being at 4 health going into Sanctum. Though manages to take a second hit and is now at 3, which is very risky if they decide not to heal. So I'd expect to see one.
Yeah, we saw Yeah, when ins0mnia was up there at that door, he was at 4 health and he decided to heal. So Sylvie being at 3 health and not healing, it's a very bold play. So we'll see how that pans out for them. Oh, now they're at 2 health. 1. Oh, God. Yeah, I think the heal is definitely a necessity there. You absolutely do not want to do Soul Sanctum at 1 HP.
Yeah, meanwhile, ins0mnia will be making his way through the Soul Twister room pretty well. Misses the dash slash on that lever for our last lever skip in Sanctum, or second to last lever skip in Sanctum. And we'll enter the Soul Master fight.
Yeah, as ins0mnia is entering Soul Master, we saw Sylvie still fumble around a little bit on that jump up to the lever skip, but they still did it. And now they're at Shade Soul. So, yeah, we'll see how this fight pans out for ins0mnia.
Really good start to the fight for ins0mnia. But now getting somewhat unfortunate Soul Master RNG.
Oh, yeah.
And missing a fireball.
Yeah, I guess he just instinctively fireballed because he thought he hit Soul Master, but that's a bit unfortunate. Oh, alright. Cleans out phase 1 of the fight. Good job for them as we see Sylvie move into Soul Warrior.
Sylvie manages to kill the Soul Warrior pretty quickly, but takes a hit of damage, which means they will need to heal and still only have 2 masks going into this next room, which you can, in fact, take 2 hits of damage on.
Uh-oh. Yeah, this is... Sylvie's, really been making this exciting the way that they've been so low health for all of this. Looks like they're going to get full soul to heal, which very smart play from them. And ins0mnia's through phase 2, so good job.
Yeah, blink and you miss it. Sylvie will be approaching the Soul Master fight as ins0mnia finishes it and picks up Dive, of course, which will be used to make his way out of Sanctum. Unfortunately, Soul Master hard saves the player in Soul Sanctum, so we're not able to quit out here to bench like we do in most places in the run.
Yeah, it's a real shame, because that's a 106 thing where you go up and grab that Geo, right?
Yeah, 106, and I feel like there's another category that does it.
Probably 112. But yeah, I guess that's just the experience when you've woken up like 25 minutes ago, you know?
Yeah.
Still, ins0mnia doing a great job of holding down the fort. So they're moving mostly cleanly through this Sanctum. And we're seeing Sylvie here on phase 2 of the fight. Playing it a little safe. But they still got it. Good job, Sylvie.
Yep. So coming from Sanctum here, the runners will bench at Spire, and that will start a fairly long segment of the run where they won't be able to bench anywhere because they're going to need to quit back out to that bench later. And that'll encompass the whole of Crystal Peaks, Crystallized Mound for Descending Dark, and then Dream Nail. So it's a very scary section for runners, especially newer runners, but even experienced runners can easily get in trouble here.
Yeah, and we also saw ins0mnia save that grub. I'm not entirely sure what it was. Maybe it was just for show. But I mean, it's kind of funny, so more power to him.
Yeah, I love to see the grub saves.
We do.
Rixian in chat updating us with the time. Sylvia is currently 1 minute and 15 seconds behind after Desolate Dive. So ins0mnia is really starting to pull ahead. Just a few seconds every split, really, is what it's been. And that's just really showing the difference in some of these really high-tier runners, where they just pull a little bit out with their movement every room.
Yeah.
ins0mnia is demonstrating a nice trick we get to see here, where if you look down or up as you buy a toll, the bell will come up sooner for some unknown reason. This is a phenomenon we call cherry code.
Yeah, it would only make logical sense that the action of looking downwards would just make stuff look, just make stuff go faster. Maybe it's an homage to GoldenEye 007.
Of course, that's the only reasonable explanation.
Yeah, they're just big fans, Team Cherry, you know? Well, it looks like as that husk was running away from Sylvie, they just couldn't get the pogo off, which is unfortunate, but honestly kind of funny.
Yeah, thankfully for Sylvie, they'll get a free opportunity to heal here as they wait for the stag to show up. So I'd assume that we will see them do that.
We're seeing ins0m pass the room of the worst NPC in Hollow Knight. I don't even think that we should discuss that character, honestly, you know? They don't deserve screen... Yeah, ins0m just goes so fast that they don't even deserve screen time.
We're going to have a chat after the race, but... ins0mnia deciding not to go for Pog Axe.
Yeah, invented by Axe to You. It's a cool little trick where you can get up there faster by pogoing off an axe thrown by a miner. Yeah. It's pretty quick, but it's also pretty precise. So not opting to do it is, it's not ideal, but hey, it's a tough trick. Yeah. Unfortunately, we see ins0m slip up a little bit here, which is going to cost him a good cycle there, and a chance for all of us to say funny stuff like, "Oh wow, he hit God Pixel," because he was, definitely going to go for it. It's a really easy trick. Yeah, very good job. All right, we're seeing nothing over at Sylvie's screen. ins0m moving over to this cool portion of the run where we fall down for a little bit.
Yeah, so coming up the Crystal Heart Room, there is notably 2 ways to do the laser cycle here. You can do it damageless or with damage. The damage strat saves about 0.3 seconds, but since health is very important here, a lot of runners do elect to go for damageless.
Alright, and there with that dash slash, you saw ballless homo ball. And it looks like ins0m does damageless. I'm not sure if that was the intent based on the way that they were jumping, but I guess they got lucky.
Yeah, so ins0mnia will, with a nice underplat, we gotta give shout-outs to the underplat.
Can we get some
up Crystal Heart
in the chat?
Meanwhile, Sylvie has frozen.
Yeah, that's oh, they're back. All right. That's a pretty legendary technique. I don't think I've seen that since 1997. The freeze technique where you teleport back up later in the room.
Yeah, to explain that, we'll have to begin by talking about parallel universes.
So I'm getting hit by the Crushers. Makes it through the first set. And through the second. Good job.
So hopefully we'll see an underplat here from Sylvie as he makes his way through the Crystal Heart Room. Opting to go for the damage cycle.
I mean, yeah, if you have 5 HP, you might as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, let's see. This is the hardest trick in the run. And I mean, it's a really tough trick, so I don't blame them for not going for it.
Yeah, especially in a race setting if you're feeling the pressure. Underplat notably gets significantly harder when you're scared of it. So.
Oh.
Meanwhile, ins0mnia has a bit of trouble with ceiling. Really
That's
getting in his way.
that's the hardest enemy in the game, honestly. We're not doing this neat trick where you can pogo those crystal spikes up the side to just go up a little faster. But still, pretty clean movement.
Yeah.
We're seeing Sylvie move up toward the crushers. ins0m got hit here once. It looks like Sylvie does
Sylvie won't
not.
get hit.
Yeah, good job. Also, we didn't say this, but ins0m doing cool early control trick.
Yes, there's so much happening in this Crystal Peak split. It's hard to commentate
Yeah,
at all.
it really is. All right, Sylvie moving up towards the dark room now. It looks like they're opting to shoot the hunters and then C-dash off the wall. A bit slower than just doing it optimally with just dashes, but I mean, in a race setting, you're getting a lot of mileage out of those weights.
Yeah, right. Also, it is faster in the case that if you fall at the end of the dash, you're losing time getting it first try with the C dash. So it is a respectable thing to do if you're not 100% consistent with the dash only strat.
Yeah, since we don't have lantern in this category, getting hit anywhere in a dark room sends you directly back to the start. And especially in that dark room, you're gonna have to just leave and re-enter to reset all the hunter patterns because they are vicious.
Yeah. So ins0mnia will make his way through the dream platforms. At this point, they have made it through the gauntlet that is Crystal Peaks. They cannot take damage in this dream here. They can lose time.
Underplat. ins0m hits the second underplat. Ooh. Alright. Looks like thanks Rix. They're only a minute and 7 seconds behind, so Sylvie catching up a little bit. It's good for them.
Yeah, Sylvie also getting the early control on their way out of Crystallized Mound. And using D-Dark instead of an inventory drop to fall there. More of a swag strat, doesn't really save or lose time. But if you have the soul, you might as well. So ins0mnia will be making his way here to the dreaded Watcher Knights. Thankfully, in this category, they're nowhere near as dreaded because Descending Dark is a great spell.
Yeah. It was a little bit of slip up moving through that dark room, which is fair because you can't see anything, but making it through. Let's see how they handle this fight.
Yeah, to confirm with Rixian in chat, diving only saves time in the dream. It doesn't save time on the way down, like towards the resting grounds.
Ooh, unfortunately, Sylvie is 0 for 2 on underplats, which is...
Hate to see it.
You really do.
No matter who comes out on top for this race, ins0mnia is in it for the people with the underplat.
Yeah, I mean, what's more important, winning or gaining respect?
Oh no, I was wondering what the WTF in chat was from ins0mnia. And he died to watch tonight. An unfortunate commentator's curse by mentioning that it's easier than any person.
Yeah, you know, at least it wasn't me doing it. I've got mine set up for later.
Which is a great segue into saying that while this fight is easier than any percent, especially when you're trying to do it fast, it's easy to over-damage tank and have what happened to ins0mnia happen to you.
Yeah. And at Death to Watcher Nights, it does take a very long time. Well, not like a very long time, but it takes quite some time to get back up there.
Yeah, that's just about going to even up the racers here.
Yeah, it looks like Sylvie is only like maybe 8-ish seconds behind. Maybe even less. I actually think they're even.
certainly close.
Mhm.
The Watcher Knights have been really unfriendly to ins0mnia this race.
Oh yeah.
Giving them rather bad RNG after the original death, which was likely due to unfavorable RNG.
I mean, I feel like that's the Hollow Knight's tagline, right? Unfavorable RNG. But yeah, it looks like ins0m's through now, so good job on him.
Meanwhile, sylvie is just finishing up the last night, and it really is looking like they're just about tied here. It will be.
I think sylvie's about 2 seconds behind. So I'm pretty sure ins0mnia got the last one at 44 and sylvie got it at 46, but that might be off.
Yeah, looks like leaving the room, it's closer to 4.
Mm-hmm.
But very close race now with that death from ins0mnia.
Yeah. Now he's really playing for the people. He wants to give us an exciting race to watch. A very close one.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, an intentional death, really.
ins0mnia just wanted to bring awareness to the growing issue that is all skills Watcher Knight deaths.
Exactly. It's like a PSA, you know. Hey, this could happen to you too. I just be alert, be prepared.
Only you can prevent Watcher Knight deaths. So now the runners will be making their way towards Isma's tier, where they will perform a series of 3 skips, 2 of which are rather tight, to get it without having to fight the Dun Defender or get Monarch wings.
Yeah, which luckily, as I said earlier, you know, they're gonna get it first try, so it'll be very exciting and hype. And as Rix is pointing out, just 8 seconds now between the two of them. Sylvie's still behind, but it is close.
Oh, Sylvie's stuck waiting for the elevator. Looks like muscle memory, unfortunately, sent it down for him.
Yeah. And they're saying ins0m at 666 Geo. Hopefully that does not curse their run. But I mean, hey, going into Spike Tunnel and the acid skips, anything could happen.
Yeah,
Ooh, gets it first try.
ins0mnia's just harnessing the power of Satan to make it through the Isma skips.
He is Nike shoes right now. Oh, also the acid skips, yeah. Good job from ins0mnia doing the first one. And the second one. Yeah. Told you I wouldn't comms curse them.
Really quick by ins0mnia. Sylvie gets the Spike Pogo, their first try.
And ins0mnia gets the early control from the Whorp.
And the second acid skip, his first try.
Oh, Sylvie takes a dunk there. I guess they just didn't grab the wall in time.
Yeah, since the game doesn't expect you to be able to go through that transition without Isma's tier, it just kind of walks you into the acid if you don't pay attention.
Sylvie opting not to aggro the Whorp, so I don't think they'll be able to get early control here, seeing as there's nothing to hit them.
Yeah, that's probably a conscious decision because of the 3 masks they're at. Notably, in the room, ins0mnia just got hit. The Ravas can be in unfortunate positions and do a good bit of damage to you.
Yeah, and I mean, there's really just not anything you can do about that if you want to go fast.
We had a really great Isma skips from both the runners there. They made them look a lot easier than they actually are.
Yeah, phenomenally well done. Exactly as I said at the beginning. And they'll also do Hornet 2 first try. Don't worry about it.
I don't know. You said they'd get through Ravas right away, too.
Well, I mean, you know, you can't be burned.
1 for 1 or 1 for 2. You know, 50%.
That's good enough. It might be failing in the American school system, but we take those. All right, and it looks like exiting Isma's, ins0m is back with the lead at 33 seconds ahead.
Yeah, and that's mostly probably just due to the
double
dunk
dunk.
from Sylvie, as well as the little elevator troubles he had on the way out of Watchers.
All right, ins0m gets hit twice on the Maulers. Let's see if
I'd
they do.
expect to see him heal here.
Mm-hmm.
And he does. The smaller room, notably, is sort of RNG, sort of cycle based. Different people tell you different things. I'm not 100% clear on it, to be completely honest, but it is hard to get through without taking much damage. That's for sure.
ins0m gets based and skip third try. I think that only saves time if you get it on the second, right?
Yeah, it breaks even on the third, saves time, second or first.
All right, so not too bad. And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but why did I say correct me if just why do we break the little infection seeds in this fight?
So how it works is there's a set number of infection seeds that need to go into the broken vessel. Mm-hmm. The reason we kill them is because if you kill them, they will spawn again. And if you kill the ones farther away, they don't have to walk into the broken vessel because they'll spawn closer to them.
Ah, all right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I did not know that. All right, ins0m said in chat, so... All right, I thought you died to broken vessel based on what the message said, but...
I'm hoping we might see a ins0mnia wing skip here. The classic speedrun trick. Oh no, and Sylvie takes it deaf to broken vessel.
That's unfortunate. Alright, where is that?
No wing skip from ins0mnia, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Alright, so now the next thing is King's Brand, right?
Yes, next they will be on their way to King's Brand and Hornet 2, everybody's favorite boss fight.
Yeah, cool, because I actually have their splits pulled up for that, so I can see where they are relative to PB, which is nice.
Oh, that's awesome. How's everyone doing?
I don't know. They haven't gotten King's Brand yet. I did it kind of a lazy way. I just went to their PB, went to the end, and then took a screenshot of the splits. I didn't have the foresight to think, maybe this is only some of their splits.
You know, a good thought nonetheless. Sylvie will be just about back at Broken Vessel. It's an unfortunate place to die, but as far as devs go, it's actually one of the smaller time losses in the run.
But ins0m does pick up King's Brand at 3607, so I'd say he's a fair bit behind that. But Sylvie picks up King's Brand at 3932. So I think there's... honestly, I don't know how long that split is, but is there any potential for them to meet or go faster than that time?
I doubt it. Without a very, very good Hornet fight, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. All right. And Hornet 2, notoriously, I hear people call it like the biggest roadblock of all skills. Sort of like the any % watchers.
Oh no. Sylvie down to one mask again, but does manage to clean up Broken Vessel this time.
Yeah, I feel like this is like Sylvie's theme now, you know? You just... Is it really one of Sylvie's fight if they don't finish with one mask left? Alright, safety bench from ins0m. Always a good idea in a race setting.
Yeah, so ins0mnia is entering the Hornet 2 fight right here. With a nice swag C-dash to show us off the floating.
I've never seen that before. That's beautiful. It's like a piece of art, you know, belongs in a museum. Hopefully see one of them do helicopter night. That one's always a blast.
ins0mnia already down to 2 masks, 1 mask in the fight. Looking very scary.
I might see a heal here. Yeah.
We'll see him heal though, which is good.
2 masks. Makes sense. You know, better be safe than sorry. Ooh, the rare double counter. Always, never what you want to see. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I mean, very lucky that ins0mnia had the foresight to take the safety bench. Yeah, you absolutely hate to see that.
sylvie will opt to take the safety bench before the Hornet 2 fight. A common theme in a lot of these races.
Right. Yeah, sort of like the death with the Watcher Knights. A little less tragic because of the safety bench, but this will sync us back up a little bit more. We'll see the runners just a little more even. Welcome back. All right, good job from ins0m getting the Hornet 2 done and gets Welcoming Storage. But yeah, as ins0m was saying in the Twitch chat, the Hornet 2 really is a parry machine.
Yeah. Apologies for any discontinuity on my end. My headset died in the middle of the race and Discord decided to reboot.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. Oh, and it looks like sylvie unfortunately takes a death to Hornet 2. So I guess that evens back out the time loss that ins0m got from the death. Yeah, Hornet really is just bad.
Yeah, it definitely earns its title as the hardest fight in the run, just because there's so much variability in it. There's not like a single damage cycle you can do on Hornet 2 that'll work every time. And that makes it really hard to learn.
Oh, ins0m getting bullied a bit here by these venge flies.
Yeah, thankfully health doesn't really matter on this split, so the only time he'll lose to that is the time that the hits themselves actually tuck. sylvie opting to clear the arena out a lot during this fight, something to make the fight a little bit safer, but dies still.
Right as you were saying, making the fight safer.
Commentators.
Oh, I just realized I cursed them. They didn't do Hornet 1 first try. This is all my fault. I'm so sorry, guys.
And so hopefully sylvie will get past Hornet here on his third attempt. Third time's the charm, as they say. This fight is immensely difficult, though, and I can't stress that enough.
So. Yeah, it's awful. Right, and we're seeing ins0m move into the hut of one of the Nail brothers, whose name I can't remember. I think it's Oro, but now we're gonna go get Cyclone Slash.
Yeah, and Cyclone Slash is a notable nail art in this run. For not the reason you think, we don't actually use it to fight any enemies because our nail is still at level 1 and we will never upgrade it. We do use it, however, for some movement. Before I finish that,
Chad informing me that Sylvie took another death. That sucks. But Chet did tell me that was Motto, not Oro. Very sorry to Motto. Let me get my public apology out on Twitter. You know, it's I can't believe I've done this.
Can't believe you've done this.
I'm very proud of Sylvie for sticking this out and just keep going at it. Because I know personally, I honestly, I probably just would have DC'd. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's a really tough fight too once you get kind of off tilt, because it really is about like split-second decisions, and when you start to question those decisions and lose confidence, it just gets even harder.
Exactly, yeah. Alright, we're seeing ins0m dropping in through Fog Canyon now, heading toward Mono. Ooh, it gets hit like right as he goes through the doorway. Now, as we see them move toward Umu, we'll see their attempts at one cycle, which is a trick where you kill Umu and guess this, one cycle.
Very poorly named trick.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard to understand from the name alone, but
safety bench X to you.
Yeah, you know, you can really tell who made that trick. Yeah, we're seeing ins0mnia take the safety bench, especially at 2 HP and in a race setting. Those classic words. You just want to, you know, stay safe, especially after Hornet 2 death, you know. Oh, and it looks like Sylvie has made it through Hornet 2. Moving on to King's Brand. Alright, I think Sylvie is about 5 minutes behind their PB, which is very unfortunate for them.
And ins0mnia here trying to make up some extra soul, but struggling to do so. So it looks like we'll get Umu in position for the one cycle.
And gets it. Yeah, good job, ins0mnia. Alright, Rickson pointing out 4 minutes and 21 seconds behind. It was almost comical. But, you know, ins0mnia's taken such a big lead here that it feels like it'd be very, very hard for Sylvie to come back.
Yeah, for sure. 4 minutes is a very difficult gap to pass up.
I mean, realistically, what are the like big death spots left? Like sibling climb and THK.
Yeah, just sibling climb really. Maybe Dark Deepness, but I'd say unlikely for a runner of ins0mnia's caliber.
That's fair.
It's worth noting that Sylvie got the Invisible Night glitch, which happens when you perform an early control just a little bit too early. It is a major glitch, so it would invalidate Sylvie's run on the leaderboards for the purposes of this tournament, since it doesn't really save time in most cases, other than the time to get up. It's just a 5-second time penalty.
Oh, and saves the grub. At least I think. I couldn't really tell because there's just no one on the screen right now. That wasn't funny. We're seeing ins0m moving up through, moving up back around. It'd be really funny if he did QGA just for no reason.
Unfortunately, we won't see that because ins0mnia does need to pick up.
I'm so intelligent, you know. It's unbelievable. Taking the safety bench because Monomon is a hard save. Right? Yeah, I think.
Yeah, Monument is
cool. Yeah, you know I'm prepared. See, it would be kind of funny if you just did not pick up Ismas just to do QGA. It'd completely derail the event, and nobody would be happy with it. But it'd be kind of funny.
Of course, we will not see that because this is a competitive speedrunning
Yeah,
tournament.
believe it or not, in the all skills race, you do want to get all skills.
And wow, Sylvie is still invisible. I was under the I've never seen this glitch actually happen before, and I
Yeah,
was
same
under the
here.
impression that it ended after like you entered the transition.
Yeah, I thought it was a room
Apparently
transition.
Shout outs to Sylvie for being able to actually maneuver without being able to see his knight as well.
Yeah, big props.
And we did see ins0mnia take a pit stop at the massive moss charger. It is possible that that was muscle memory from current patch all skills. It's also possible that he's just memeing because ins0mnia is a meme.
Yeah. I mean, Mossy Pet, it's a very fun emote, but, Moss Charger is just not that cool, honestly. Like, let's be real, down there in the Mila tier of Hollow Knight characters. So maybe he just wanted to get it done. All right, we're seeing this small little, I guess, semi-platforming gauntlet that's really more of just C-dashing a couple of times. And Sun gets through it. There's this cool little jump you do to get up faster. There's this cool little jump you do to get up there faster. We're seeing Shio, best nail master.
Yes, of course. I don't think anyone can argue that Shio is in fact the best nail master.
So, there's this one bit in Futurama. They're voting for presidents, but they're clones. That's just Oro and Mata.
Honestly, like which one's which?
Exactly. Like I even got their names mixed up. And Spicy, it sounds like you're echoing a little bit.
Yeah, I apologize. My
headset, yeah. Oh, Sylvie saving another grub. Love to see it. Unless you are a rational person, in which case Sylvie definitely not playing for the people. Alright, Sylvie moving into Umu now.
Alright.
There you might be wondering why ins0m didn't just go into the acid to go across, and it's just because it's faster to C-dash there, and you don't get sucked into the acid.
Yeah, and it looks here like Sylvie is setting up the one cycle for Umu. That would be interesting to see if he gets it.
Mm-hmm.
It is notably a very difficult trick to get. I know it took me over 3 hours of practicing before I got it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And just barely misses it.
Oh, honestly, I thought they hit it, but I couldn't really tell. Came very close though. I know personally I've never hit Umu one cycle, but I'm gonna neglect the fact that I have not tried ever. But it's a very tough trick, so props to them for even attempting it.
Yeah, it's really easy for just one fireball to not double hit and miss the one cycle because you do exactly enough damage with the 4 nail hits and 4 fireballs you fire to kill Umu. So there's absolutely no room for error.
We're seeing ins0mnia. He's done picking up Howling Wraiths, so this has been very clean for him overall. That puts him also about 5 minutes behind his PB. Really more like 4 minutes and 4.5. All right, we see Somni just making quick work of those dumb little mantis people. And then he gets the cool little trick where you abuse hazard respawn to warp straight down to the lever instead of going all the way around.
Yeah, so as ins0mnia makes his way through Queen's Gardens here, we use this as our entrance into Deep Nest, which is notably completely dark because of our skipping of Lantern in this category.
So it'll be nice to watch ins0m maneuver around that, and Sylvie too when they get there.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's one of these dark rooms are one of the bigger barriers to entry for new runners into the category. But I feel like most runners will tell you who have learned it that once you have learned it, it is just kind of like going through the motions. I wouldn't expect to see any issue from ins0mnia here.
Wow, phenomenal job, Spicy. You know, I would have liked to see no issues from Somni, but this is the world we live in.
And I'm speechless. My comms first today.
Like in milliseconds, frames even. It's like Somni's through that first room, only on 2 masks, which ideally that's about as low as you would really ever hope to be. Because there's this one little spider that it's just very hard to deal with. We'll see
ins0mnia
Somni
manages to make it past it pretty quick, though.
Yeah, good from them. I was about to say 2 mask V-stand is scary, but I guess it's not too bad in all skills, huh? Where you can just not.
Yeah, no, it is not. Though one devout slash could kill the runners, and we don't want to ignore that out of fear of cursing them.
Yeah, this is just a neat little trick to get up there. I'd say Dev intended, but honestly, knowing Team Sherry, that could just be a mistake.
I would like to say it's Dev intended. There is a barricade.
Well, I mean, who can really say, you know? Alright. Somni mopping up the 3rd Dreamer. Yeah. They were pretty consistent with that split. Minus getting hit. They didn't lose too much time. Just some. Alright, Sylvie. They made their way through. Talking to Shio now. And we're seeing ins0m now done with V-Sten. And we're seeing Sylvie now done with Teacher's Archives, it looks like. So I'd say there's just a fair bit of... Sylvie's just a little bit behind, but... I mean, anything could happen, you know?
Yeah, and even though ins0mnia is definitely looking like the winner of this race, it has still been a pretty good performance from both runners.
Oh, yeah.
Hollow Knight notably being a very difficult game. Finishing it in an hour at all with all skills is always impressive to see. So shout outs to Sylvie for toughing it through those Hornet deaths.
Yeah,
and still
absolute
putting up
champ.
a really good run.
Ooh, Sylvie in a bit of a tight, tough position here moving into the squid arena. On 1 mask is very scary. Alright, opting to heal before starting the actual fight. The fight in like air quotes because it's just killing dumb little mosquitoes.
Yeah,
Almost falls
thankfully
down there.
Sylvie will have the opportunity to heal a little bit here because the Wraith spirit will fill his soul up. And I would expect to see him do that before taking on the rest of Queen's Gardens.
We're seeing Insomnia here on the sibling climb. We were talking about this as like the last major death point in the run. I worded that a little weirdly. Insom sitting here at one mask. It is a very hard area to maneuver around, especially because siblings do 2 damage. Barely makes it through, but after hitting the lighthouse switch, the siblings go away. Yeah, so now we see Insom on his way to get the Shade Cloak. And there's not too much after that. Alright, you're seeing the Insom going for save and quit here. Just because it that takes a fair amount of time to actually complete getting it. So saving and quitting saves time. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think saving and quitting, I think that loses a little bit of time RTA, right?
Yeah, it does. Console runs actually do not save quit there because of that.
All right. Palm said in chat that was maybe the worst abyss climb I've ever seen, and that just makes me so excited because we have not gotten there yet.
I think Palm's talking about the sibling climb, which was in fact messy as all.
Yeah, it was a little scuffed.
But ins0mnia did make it in the end, so credits for that, I guess. Oh, ins0mnia says in chat that he was doing floors lava. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, I get it now. I mean, obviously that's the optimal strat, right?
Of course, of course.
And now we're seeing
It's like that movement looked really scuffed for ins0mnia.
Yeah. All right, this is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is our last skill of all skills, right?
It is, in fact, our last skill. ins0mnia will be going for the other Abyss climb now, and then straight to the Hollow Knight. And
this fight, I saw it in the race earlier, but you can just skip the big scream at the end because your Abyss Shriek does so much damage. It's kind of nutty. Oh.
ins0mnia apparently going for the IL world record of this climb and going to reset the room.
Oh, the optimal play. Oh. Alright, third time. Here we go. Smooth start. Also, Sylvie, I feel like we've kind of neglected them a little bit, but they're moving through Dark Deep Nest right now. Made it through that first room, and now they're moving on to the part with that annoying little spider, and then they're at Beast End, or the distant village, and then Beast End.
Yeah, a notable thing we missed as Sylvie was making his way through Queen's Gardens, he did in fact pick up an Agu. Shout outs to all the rando runners in the chat.
It's almost like calling ins0m out, right? ins0m does so much rando, and then it's like getting the egg just to flex.
ins0mnia debating whether or not to go restart the IL.
Yeah, I feel like at some point the sum cost fallacy kicks in, and you're like, all right, it's not worth it anymore. I just gotta keep going.
Oh.
No way.
With the fake out. Straight into the site.
The fake out. Legendary. Alright, I guess let me pull up a Vis Climb IL world record real quick.
So as Insomnia memes about, Sylvie is making his way into the Beast Den to pick up Hera. Safely at 3 masks, I would not expect to see any issue with this Devout coming up, and it should be taken out very quickly with a Descending Dark and a Shade Soul.
ins0m sure is playing Hollow Knight right now, as we see Sylvie mopping up Hera. Ooh. Does that slip up enough to warrant a reset from ins0m?
Ooh, looks like he's debating, and
Oh.
it looks like it's going to be a reset.
Oh,
Oh,
is it another fake out? I really hope he just like goes all the way up and then doubles back.
okay. Insomnia is apparently satisfied with that Abyss climb, and elects to go finish his run.
Yeah, I feel like it would be very funny if ins0m threw the run just going for Abyss climb, but you know, I feel like at some point he realized maybe winning the race is a good idea.
Yeah, so as Insomnia finally decides to make his way out of the Abyss, Sylvie will make his way into the Abyss to pick up his last 2 skills, Shade Cloak and Shade Cloak and Abyssal Shriek,
Right.
before going to Hollow Knight.
All right, Sylvie just got a massive time save there. They're only back at 19 seconds now. I'm not sure, that might be a banned glitch, honestly, but it's a pretty sick move from them there. Wasn't ready for it.
Seeing that time manipulation right there. And setting it up all run. Notably requires free dash.
Helicopter Knight. Let's go. Yeah, we're seeing ins0m going crazy. Giving himself a massive headache. Oh, I love Hollow Knight.
Love Helicopter Knight. Best glitch in the game.
Alright, both runners over the 1 hour mark now.
Yeah, and Insomnia is going to give us Swag Door, but just a little bit too early, and gives us a solemn bow of sadness.
You hate to see it.
Love to see the attempt, hate to see the outcome.
You hate to see it, but you love to watch it. That did not make sense. Hold on. Alright, ins0m looking up at the THK fight. Went into it with not too much soul.
Are we seeing a nail only THK from some? No, okay. He's finally starting to use some spells.
I feel like after doing the floor is lava and then the abyss climb ILs.
Yeah, I have no idea what to expect at this point.
I mean, who says that he doesn't just reset the run now?
We're seeing some nice Cyclone Soul Gathering from Insomnia. I've never seen someone do that before. It actually seems like
I haven't either.
Somewhat not memey.
Yeah. Alright. We're seeing ins0m doing good. Gets the scream skip. I thought, alright, good job from ins0mnia. Looks like that is GG.
GG's to Insomnia.
Right,
and while we are commentating that Hollow Knight fight, we saw a relatively clean Abyss climb from Sylvie as well. Shoutouts to that compared to Insomnia's Floor is Lava.
Yeah, looking like 149 from ins0m. That's a really good run to put up in a tournament. You know, really any run that you do in a tournament's good, because doing stuff in a race setting it's tense. But yeah,
Yeah,
That's
of course. It's also worth getting hype that Sylvie is apparently on a world record pace by 46 minutes.
yeah. I'm axe to you, Pisces, Monster. I'm sure they're quaking in their boots right now. This is really some legendary speed tech. All right, now we're seeing Sylvie about to start closing out the run as they move towards and get their final skill.
Yeah, hopefully Sylvie will be able to beat ins0mnia's Abyss climb IO here just to throw some shade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really hope ins0m does what we would like to call a pro gamer move and goes have a nice chat with a certain NPC in Crystal Peaks. I think that would be very cool with him.
Both comms do not share the same sentiment. I would like to make that clear.
Oh,
ins0mnia, don't do it.
oh, this is looking promising, you know.
Better bow. You better bow.
Sylvia
Probably
opting
having a really good Abyss climb actually after the
yeah, opting to not reset the the attempts, unfortunately, but I guess they'll take the free time save.
yeah, second try Sylvia actually has a really good Abyss climb.
Mm-hmm. All right, and now they're getting real close to the THK fight, so I'm excited to see how they do with it. Because their fights have been very exciting, the way that they've always finished with one mask. So it'll be nice to see how they
if
do.
Sylvie can keep up the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not, though, for the sake of both our health and his safety.
Yeah. Going in with one soul, which is pretty nice. Or I guess one spell, rather. Oh, I think... Oh, are they just collecting soul? Alright, that makes sense. I thought they were going to go back up to the bench at first, but it looks like they're just going to get more soul. That does not make sense. Why did I... There's a bench in Black Egg. I'm so intelligent. Yeah, we'll see if Sylvie goes for any memes here.
Oh, so that's why Sylvie was grabbing the soul. Is trying to go for the Fireball Knight, a lesser known animation glitch, where if you Fireball into the load zone, you will in fact.
Yeah. Isn't there also one like that with Howling Wraiths or Abyss Shriek?
I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't think you can do that because it doesn't move you.
Because that's a fair point. I feel like I've seen someone talk about it, but honestly, I'm not 100% sure. All right, second attempt. This is the most important part of the run, honestly. There we go.
Shout outs to Sylvie.
Yeah. That's
so the first
cursed.
time I've ever seen someone actually perform that glitch. So it's cool.
It's so cursed. I love
It's so cursed. The knight's texture is darkened now.
Honestly, I want to see a custom knight skin of that. Like, it's cursed, but it's pretty cool. I guess we're seeing ins0mnia's paying a visit too. All right, Sylvie opting for the legendary strat of hiding behind the rock.
Love to see it.
It's
It's a notable, yeah.
RNG manipulation. uh, all right, Sylvie did not cancel that C dash a little late, but we'll see the start of the THK fight. Excited to see it.
Yeah, so the THK fight and all skills, as you've probably seen throughout this tournament, mostly consist of just kind of walking up to him and spamming a Bish Shriek and hoping it doesn't dash.
This fight's off to a bit of a scary start. Oh, very close dodge there from that flame pillar. Oh, that's very unfortunate and not what you want to see.
Yeah, it is. To complement my rather simple explanation of the fight, Sylvie is demonstrating that it is not easy, even though the idea of spam abyss shriek sounds so.
Yeah.
THK, especially if you get unlucky with his dash movement, can be very unfriendly. And
it's like we saw with the Watcher Knights. You know, you get so confident with it because on a surface level, it's just spam spell to win. But you know, eventually you might get a little overzealous and get hit too much.
yeah, Sylvie playing a little bit safer now and opting to heal on some of the staggers.
Yeah, very smart idea. Ooh, unfortunate counter. And gets how did Sylvie not get hit there?
I have no idea.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Hollow Knight is being a real bully right here.
Sorry, ins0m just did something cool. Anyways, moving back to Sylvie's perspective. We're seeing the third attempt. We know third time is the charm. So we'll see how they do on this third attempt. I think at this point they'll probably just want to play the fight a little safer, just to be able to close out the run. Unfortunate with the dash timings though. Oh, opting to heal in the middle of the arena. Gets away with it, so good for them, and they'll get another free heal here. Oh, back on one mask. Almost hits that counter. That was very close. Alright, hopefully they can... What was that dash back? Whatever.
Yeah, it looked like it teleported.
So weird.
Very strange.
Looking like Smash Ultimate air dodge to the back left, you know? He's out of there. Alright, and we're seeing Sylvie move into the later phase. I actually don't know which phase it is. I think it's 3, but I think that depends on who you ask, too. Oh, back on one mask. Oh, this is very scary.
That's about the worst possible attack for THK to give at one mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say ideally they want to get to the left side, because there's a pretty large blind spot that you see runners abuse a lot, but it's very unfortunate for them to get stuck like that. Alright, Sylvie on their 4th attempt with THK. We saw them. We said, I guess you said third time's the charm for Hornet 2, and then they did it on their fourth. And then I said third time's the charm on THK, so we'll see if it pans out, which hopefully it will. Alright, back on one mask. Ooh, gets a very close stagger.
Yeah.
That was very scary. Oh, I thought they hit the counter. They got them now. They're moving on to this phase. Gonna get back up to 4 masks. So. Alright. Looking to be in very familiar territory here with this with that big spit attack, but
Yeah, this time, thankfully.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Sylvie. Yeah, GG's to Sylvie.
GG's to Sylvie.
Absolute champ for clutching it out.
We will mark him as done here, and then we will get the runners in for a quick interview. Because of our late start time, we won't have a ton of time, but we should have about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, for a large portion, that was an incredibly tense race, especially after that Watcher Knight's death.
Yeah, it really was really close up until Broken Vessel.
All right, ins0m's in the voice chat now. Congratulations, ins0m, on the win.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you. Hang on, let me just turn this out. It should be good now.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a very fun thing to wake up to.
Yeah, I woke up to my roommate, like, knocking on my door, and he's like, yeah, I know, I literally watched you type into Google 9 p.m. Eastern to Adelaide time. Google was wrong. So that was a bit of a rude shot. And brain never really kicked into gear.
Working to get Sylvie in here right now. Did not get a Discord invite for some reason.
I just sent one.
Awesome.
But yeah, Sylvie actually played really well. If it weren't for those deaths sort of thing, he probably would have beaten me.
Yeah, those bosses, very tough to deal with.
Yeah, Hornet 2 gave both of you guys some trouble.
Yeah.
The unfortunately commentators cursed it.
The first one, just parry machine. I couldn't believe it.
Thank you, Spicy, for saying we commentated Kursk. It was definitely a shared effort between both of us. Definitely not just one of us right at the very beginning saying, oh, they'll both do it first try, don't worry about it.
Yeah, but good run from both of you guys. We did see in the end pretty good abyss climbs from both of you, even though it took ins0mnia 6 tries.
Oh, it was so bad.
Oh, man.
I swear practicing abyss climb actually makes your abyss climb worse.
I agree.
I was really mad at myself at the Broken Vessel fight. He gave me the literal perfect RNG, and I just didn't do anything with it. I killed myself on him.
Yeah. Oh, that fight was really unfortunate. Because coming out of it, you guys were looking mostly even.
Yeah, it was like 8 seconds after Watcher Nights or something, because empty head, zero thoughts.
Yeah, that was crazy. Of course, I had to say right as you were entering Watcher Nights that it's easier than a percent.
You could see the Shade Soul as well when I died. That was meant to be a DDR.
Yeah.
Like I say, it was just absolute concave brain moment. But
just blame it on the sleep.
What sleep?
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I was happy with my saving the Umu one cycle after I missed the Dream Nail at the start.
Oh yeah, that was very clutch.
The rest was a train wreck. I saved time on 2 splits.
Do you guys know how my almost one cycle didn't work?
I have no idea.
don't, honestly.
That's
It's
good.
just a thing that happens sometimes where it seems like the last fireball doesn't double.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, good job on
We've
Sylvie
had
though.
many discussions about it.
But yeah, good job on Sylvie for winning this race with 12 minutes and 32 seconds.
Yeah.
Phenomenal time.
Never been done before.
Yeah.
New world record
Absolutely
right here. You
destroyed
guys
me.
saw it today.
Aw.
Yeah, so is there anything you two would like to say about your race specifically? Else?
First person to do helicopter night, first person to do spooky night. I think I've won this race.
That's,
This
you know what?
You weren't even the
That's
first
fair.
person to do helicopter night this
I don't
race.
believe you. This
I did
tournament,
see
I should have said.
I did see the one major glitch people arrive though.
Yeah.
I was really bad. I died to Hornet like 4 times or something. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck it. We're gonna major glitch this.
My first Hornet fight was just like a train wreck. I think I had like 3 shade cells parried and I just like jumped into it because I was doing like the Hornet 1 damage rotation out of stagger, so I was just getting jumped into. And then the second one I got like a bunch of doubles, which was nice. But yeah, that was not good.
My CP felt good at least.
Yeah, it was good.
Everything after Pogax, of course. Because I missed that one lantern. But oh well.
Real quick, ins0mnia, I think you are the people's hero just for the one specific thing you did at the end of the race, the post game.
Yeah. I just think that, it's our civic duty to liberate Lila from this mortal coil.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Infected is no way to live.
Exactly.
Also, I forgot the room layout and bloody C-dashed into that guy with flower. It was painful.
Oh yeah. Also, what about the Moss Charger? What was up with that? Just
that was current patch all skills auto.
yeah. Yeah, I guess.
And
that's
then I
just,
got 120 geo instead of 300. I'm like, what the hell is this? Give me my money.
That was during the race when you did that. I was like, is it current patch? Is it mean? I didn't know.
Good to know the quick kill still works, though. I guess. Oh, yeah, that was certainly a race that I participated in.
Oh, God, you're telling me.
What happened in... Oh, and I had to heal like 4 times in Cloak because Brain, again, just like was not there. Had a pretty nice Hornet fight, though. Couple of nice doubles. And then, I don't know how, but I had 703 geo after Gorgeous Husk. So I had to kill an extra hopper.
Mm.
Oh, I like what Sylvie's doing. I think you're making some very nice movements all of a sudden, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
guess
sure was.
we'll find out matchups soon for the next round, but whoever you get, good luck, and hopefully it's not like someone insanely good.
Yeah, same to you.
Yeah. Look, I think regardless, I'm gonna struggle.
Yeah. Honestly,
Just
I
in
don't know.
general.
I don't know if I would have felt better winning or worse winning.
Like, it is what it is. I'd rather see someone else do well than myself.
Hmm.
I guess you could say
Where are you
you're
going? I don't think I've actually seen that room in like So long. It's got to be like the least traveled room in the game.
Honestly.
Wait.
But with that, because of our late start and the fact that we have a 2-hour block, we should start to wrap up here.
Right.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks to commentators and Sylvie and chat and all that. And
Yeah. Thanks.
have a good one. I'm going back
Yeah,
to
thanks
bed.
guys for
Yeah.
putting on a good race.
Mhm.
Thanks
Yeah.
to chat. Thanks
That was a
to
lot of fun.
TK3 for being a good last minute co-com.
It was. Oh, thanks, Spicy, for being a good on-time co-comp.
And yeah, I hope everyone has a good night or morning for insomnia. And yeah, I believe that was the last race for tonight. I will double check before we sign off.
There's one in 3 hours from when we started, so like a little over an hour.
Collie.
Collie vs. Pit.
Yeah.
All right, so we do have a race in an hour on Speed Gaming.
One.
Speed Gaming 1.
Yep.
Great.
So
Get
be
hype.
sure to tune into that. Thank you for watching, everybody, and thanks to everyone involved. Have a nice. See you guys.
Yeah. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Good time.